Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Merry Christmas. How's everyone doing? Happy Hanukkah. Cement Shoes, Clancy, Donald, Language of Horses, Hibiscus. Good morning. How are y'all doing? Donald, I sent you a friend request on Facebook. Did you get it? Let me know if you got it or not. I've not been back on there since I've done that. Let me get on to my live chat here. I better turn the volume down. Da-da-da-da. How's everybody doing? Y'all ready for the weekend? I've got to go out and get hey, preschool granny. I've got to go out and get some more of my Christmas shopping done this afternoon. I'm going to wait till my son gets home. That way the dogs and cats don't have to be home by themselves. You know, he's old enough to stay by himself while I run around to the store. Clancy, I've been down a rabbit hole of learning how to crimshaw. What in the world is that, Clancy? Oh, you got my friend request? Okay, good, Donald. Let me see. Let me find the live chat here. I've almost got my Christmas shopping done. Thank goodness. I ordered a couple things off of Amazon last night for Timothy. And I also ordered my little kitties, Cleo and Zoella, Christmas present. I think it was like 4 collars. 4 or something like that, 4 or 5 collars for the girls, different colors. They got little moons on them with the moon charm it glows. They was only like $6.99. So now I just got to get the Bad Girls Beagle Club something for their Christmas stock. And of course, I'm gonna get the cats some balls and toys to wrap up, and probably just get the girls, the Beagle girls, one of those big dog stockings to share. I know, guys, animals probably don't need Christmas presents, but my little Cleo, she likes to open gifts. She really does. Anyways, this morning we're going to talk about a little missing girl, 7 years old, from Texas. An Amber Alert was issued for her. Her name is Athena Strand. She is from Wise County, Texas. I'm also from Wise County, but Wise County, Virginia, and actually my county and the county, Wise County in Texas, is named after the same person. Yes, I've looked into that a long time ago. What screenshot was in form of artwork that was common during the days when we still had whale fishing in the U.S. during the 17 and 1800s. Oh, interesting, Clancy. You're a nerd like I am. I love learning about things like that. I've been watching Weird History, Clancy. Anyways, I digress, sorry. But I love that channel, Weird History. Anyways, this little missing 7-year-old girl, sorry guys, I got sidetracked. That's why I can't look at the chat. She went missing from her home allegedly after she had an argument with her dad and stepmother. Now, it's been real cold there, and they can't find her. The stepmother waited about an hour before she called 911. Said that the reason she didn't call 911 right away is because this little girl's done this before. Well, my son, he has never just like stormed out of the house to where and took off somewhere. Yes, I've made him mad before. He's never done anything like this. And anyways, the neighbors are saying bullcrap. This child was scared of the dark, didn't like to be cold. There's no way she wandered off. So, Clancy, did I erase your stuff? Sorry if I did. I didn't mean to. I can't touch that phone. So here she is. Her name is Athena Strand. Says Texas authorities issued an Amber Alert Thursday for a 7-year-old Wise County girl who hasn't been seen in almost 24 hours. According to CBS DFW, Athena Strand was last seen Wednesday evening in the 200 block of County Road 3573 in Paradise, Texas. Police told reporters Athena may have run away after an argument with her parents. However, they have not yet ruled out anything, including abduction. Athena's mother reported her missing at around 6:30 p.m. Wednesday. Said she'd been looking for her daughter but couldn't find her. Was stepdaughter. Athena stands 4 feet tall, weighs about 65 pounds. She has blue eyes, dirty blonde hair. She was last seen wearing blue jeans with white flowers on the front pockets, gray and black long sleeve shirt, light brown boots, could possibly have on a flannel overskirt. You mean they don't know what the child had on? I can tell you exactly what my son wore to school today. Exactly. The Texas Department of Public Safety and numerous other law enforcement agencies are assisting in the search, along with community volunteers. Police said no more volunteers are needed and are asking the public not to show up for the search. The Amber Alert indicates that law enforcement believes the child's safety and health are in danger. Anyone with information should call the Wise County Sheriff's Office at 940-627-5971. And I'm going to get on my phone right now. We'll look at her picture and pull up the article that they just put up this morning. Hey, Southern Mom, Merry Christmas. That waiting to call looks bad, especially if it was dark already. Well, wait till you hear this other article I'm going to read, Cement Shoes, because the neighbors are not buying this story. Let me get it pulled up here on my phone. Put up 1 hour ago. Daggone, this coffee's hot. The search for missing 7-year-old Athena Strand has continued into its second day. What we know. Athena has been missing since 6 p.m. Wednesday evening. Hold on. I got to push read more. Okay. She was last seen at her father's home on County Road 3573 in Paradise, Texas, wearing a gray long-sleeve shirt with white flowers, with the white flowers around the blue jeans on the pockets and brown boots. The Wise County Sheriff's Office said they received a call from her stepmother, reporting her missing after the two had an argument, while her father was not home. Police said she spent an hour looking for her before contacting the sheriff's office. I smell a rat, guys. I smell a rat. I got a feeling. I'm just going to keep it to myself right now. Officials believe she walked out on her own, but neighbors say that doesn't seem right. The only time she left was to go to her grandmother's house next door, and that's family, neighbor Melina Owens said. She's not okay with being in the dark. She doesn't like the cold. Neighbors were also doing as much as they could while there was still daylight Thursday. There's some abandoned barns and sheds we went through there, said Chastity Allerkamp, who volunteered to help search. We searched the woods behind the dad's property. We couldn't find anything out there. One of the big concerns for officials is the cold weather, with temperatures expected to drop down in the 40s this weekend. During their search Thursday, Wise County Sheriff Lane Atkin said law enforcement is looking at everything from a criminal or just a missing child standpoint. They have used resources like search dogs, choppers, and other technology to find Strand. Additionally, an Amber Alert for the 17-year-old was issued Thursday afternoon. On Thursday night, Strand's mom, Madeline Gandy, took to social media to thank those who've helped try to find her daughter. She wrote in part, Athena is still missing. We are now over the 24-hour point. Thank you to my wonderful family and the large support from the Wise County community. We are continuing our search. I ask that everyone pray. Pray some more. Continue to pray and never stop praying. I cannot live without my baby. I need her brought home safely to me. Athena didn't walk away or disappear on her own. I will not give up or stop until I have Athena back. I feel like there is a hole in my heart and half of my soul is missing. An Amber Alert was issued earlier today. Please do not give up on my baby. That must be her biological mother. However, the Wise County Office of Emergency Management has since stated they will not be utilizing, I didn't say that right, volunteers to assist with the search for Athena. And they wrote on Facebook, the Wise County Office of Emergency Management, to ensure the message is clear and there's no confusion. There has not been a request for volunteers to arrive at 9 a.m. At this time, we will not be utilizing volunteers to assist with the search. Arriving on scene at a large-scale incident without being requested to or offered to help bring unrequested supplies takes time and resources away from the task at hand. The best way to assist with finding Athena is to share and respect the information posted by official sources. At last check with the sheriff's office, there are still no leads, and anyone with information on Athena Strand's whereabouts is asked to call the sheriff's office at 940-627-5971. And y'all share her picture out on all your social media sites. Share this stream if you want to. Share the link to the article. I'm hoping and praying that they find this young girl, but it don't look good. I mean, just, my opinion, I hope I'm wrong from covering these cases. I know I'm being a negative Nelly, but I'm just being real. It's not good when you hear, a child just stormed out after an argument, and then there's like a stepmother involved or a stepfather. It just don't make no sense. And then we learned the dad wasn't even home when the child disappeared. Now, the first article said she had an argument with her parents, her mother and her father and stepmother. Well, he wasn't even home when this child disappeared. And the neighbors are already suspicious. They're already calling bullcrap on this story because she was afraid of the dark. And, it gets dark at 5:30 now. So she went missing around 6. It was already dark. She's afraid of the dark and she don't like to get cold. If it just so happens that she did wander off somewhere, I'm very, very worried because of the temperature. She could die of hypothermia. Now let me look at the chat, guys. Hold on just 1 minute. I don't believe that story either. Isn't she beautiful? She's beautiful. Let me get on my live chat here. I don't believe that story. Not one bit, Donald. And I hate to be a negative Nelly. Y'all know how I am. Waiting to call looks bad, especially waiting to call looks bad, especially if it was dark already. Yeah, cement shoes. I totally agree with you. That looks bad. I mean, like, I get if your child's missing, you go and you look around, but if you can't find your child within just a couple minutes, you need to pick up 911. It's okay to call 911. Even if you find the child as you're on the phone with them, it's still all right to do that. You don't wait around. Every second counts when someone is missing. Every second counts. And if they usually don't find someone within 24 hours, the outlook is not good. Is it possible that she could have walked out of the house and some weirdo come by and snagged her? Yes, anything is possible. But I don't think this child walked out of the house. I could be wrong, but I just don't see a 7-year-old storming out in the dark. By 6 o'clock, it should have already been dark there, right? I'm sorry to say this. More than likely, Donald, that is what's happened. This stepmother has probably more than likely responsible. I'm just going to say it like that. And I'm sorry if that offends anybody, but that's just the way I feel about it. I may be jumping to conclusions, but we know how these cases usually go. That's why we think this way. Unfortunately, it's usually the way it goes, but let's still try, even though we might believe this or think this, Donald, let's still try to remain positive and pray that we're wrong. We don't want to be right. Let's pray that we're wrong and that they find her safe and sound. But if tracking dogs couldn't find her in the woods, she's probably not in the woods at all, because that would have been a fresh scent. They should have been able to have tracked her. They might need to bring a cadaver dog in and see if it alerts to anything. Uh-oh, my phone's about dead. Crap. Anyways, guys, we will keep following this and see what happens. I'm hoping that there's an update soon and that she's found safe and sound. This is just so sad. It's sad when any child goes missing. Anybody goes missing. Especially, makes it even worse around the holidays. This little child should be at home, safe, excited for Santa to visit, excited for Christmas. I'm just wondering, does the dad have custody of this child? Does the biological mother have custody? Was she just visiting there? What's going on? What's going on? I guess we're going to have to wait for more information. Let me see. I see a video right here. Search continues for missing 7-year-old in Wise County. I'm going to play this video from my phone, guys. Hold on a minute. Let me skip the ad.
Explosion here in just a second, but first we do want to head to Wise County, where you can see in this live picture from HD Chopper 8 right now, this is an urgent search for that missing 7-year-old girl I just told you about, who is the subject of that Amber Alert. That alert issued this afternoon for Athena Strand. She was last seen Wednesday evening near the town of Paradise. Take a look there. There's her picture if you happen to see this little girl. Let's get out to our Sydney Persing, who just talked to the Wise County Sheriff. Sydney, a lot of people have been out looking for this little girl. Can you give us an update on the search at this hour?
Hold on a minute, guys. I will show y'all something.
Hey, Jason, sure thing. So first, I think it's important, worth noting that we're coming up on 24 hours since that young girl's stepmother first reported her missing. You can see right behind me the investigation, the search is still very, very intense. This is just a drop in the ocean. You can see a good number of cars, people out here on the ground. This line of cars, these groups of people, they stretch all the way down this road in several directions. Right here, this is sort of where it starts to taper off, but you can see this is what's considered the command center. My understanding is that the sheriff was just
look at that area.
So this was pretty heavily populated a couple hours ago. My understanding is a lot of those folks went to that briefing, which is just wrapped up, and then further back where you're looking, back that way, is Athena's father's home, where she was last seen. When I spoke with the sheriff last, I think it's really important, we spoke with him and we said, any working theories right now? He did say from their interviews with the family, at the moment, at last check with the sheriff, they do believe that she left the home following a family argument, but there are just so many questions. It's been, good several hours, almost 24, that they simply cannot rule anything out. So they're searching, but they're not happy with the fact that they haven't found anything yet. When I spoke with the sheriff, he said they had no leads, no tips. The dogs they have, the choppers they have, high technology that is supposed to be really helpful in situations like this. And up until this point, it just has not been.
Just really disappointing, really bad news there, Sydney. We know that with these things always, time is so much of the essence. What do we know this afternoon about why the Amber Alert was issued nearly 24 hours after this little girl was last seen?
Yeah, good question.
Well, Jason, first, I think it speaks to, again, that urgency and the desperation, really wanting everyone's eyes on this little girl, working to help find her. I can tell you that, so many of the search volunteers that were around me at the time when that Amber Alert went out, they came up to me and they said, does this mean that she was abducted? Is there an indication of that? I called the sheriff. I texted him. He said, there's no indication. That's not what that means. But again, they just really want all eyes on this little girl and on this search, because you can probably tell from looking at me, it is chilly out here. There's a lot of cloud cover. It's windy. It's really uncomfortable, even as an adult dressed up in a jacket. So, the volunteers, the search parties out here, they are in tears, telling me, and you'll hear from them more at 6 tonight, but talking about the fact, imagine how cold this little girl must be walking around out here. It is going to get dark soon. So again, it just speaks to that urgency of really needing everyone to be looking for her and having all boots on the ground. And hopefully we'll get more information from the sheriff soon.
Sydney, you're so right. These stories, they really do get you. A lot of people holding out hope for this little girl and for her family. Let us know if you hear anything else from out there. We'll look for updates for sure. Thank you.
It's out in the boondocks, guys. Hold on just a minute. Let me get this. It's out in the boondocks. This child was not abducted. There is some kind of foul play going on. I smell a rat, guys. I smell a rat, as they say. Something is not right with this. Hey, Melanie, Broken Justice. Welcome, girls. How are y'all doing? Let me see. I want to see if I can get on Facebook real quick, guys. Y'all bear with me. I'm going to get on Facebook and see what I can find real quick. Facebook, okay. I need to go grab my charger, but I hate to leave y'all here. Let me type in her name. I would love to know where the mom's Facebook is. Okay, Athena Strand. They said they don't want volunteers just showing up. That means people from YouTube, tragedy pimping, don't be going and showing up there. They don't want people there. That just causes them more problems, they said, and they need to focus on finding this little girl. Okay, Ashley, let's see. Hold on just a minute. I see a lot of people sharing it out on Facebook. Someone says, if she's been staying with the dad for the semester, why are there Christmas 2022 pictures on the bio mom's Facebook? Maybe she went back to mom's for Thanksgiving. Just a thought. Okay. Well, maybe they share custody. Let me see what else it says. I'm very worried that the argument between the stepmom and Athena escalated pretty quickly, and it could have gotten violent between them two. And the dog was trying to protect Athena, so the stepmom possibly shot the dog. Then lost her mind and did away with Athena. Father owns an excavation company as well. They could have come back and buried her and tried to cover it up and make it look like somebody killed her. I never read anything about a dog. I don't know where that's coming from. I'm just reading someone's post. Okay. Someone says, from a post in another group, a girl that I follow on TikTok has been out searching and has given us updates, just confirmed with a friend they can get information from the police that the stepmom and father are for sure being taken in for question. Of course they are. They searched the house a second time, so this makes me wonder if they found something that's making them question her or his, or if they are questioning her or them because of how much her and his story has changed. She said she will be getting back on around 10:30 p.m. Okay. Okay, I just saw this on Wise County page. Apparently, no one is out in the area today. Okay. That's all I'm really saying. So there are no cameras around anywhere there, neighbor's house, etc., etc. None of this is making sense. Okay, let me see if I can find her father. See if we can find the father. More importantly, what kind of argument could be this bad with? That's what I was thinking, Vicki. Let me highlight your comment, because most adults don't argue with children. I've never had an argument with my son. I mean, we may have disagreed on something when we were talking, but a flat out argument, no. No, he might have had an argument with my mom, of course, but them two like to argue with each other. Okay, I'm trying to find the moms. Facebook, but I'm not. But I see some Facebook groups already set up for Athena Strand. Where is Athena Strand? I'm going to join this group, guys. Okay. Okay, any update this morning? I read a lot of theories and curious if anyone has knowledge of the truth in them. Number one question, did the little girl shave her head? 2, do they believe there is a coworker involved? Stepmom or dad? Was she talking about the little girl shave her head, did she? Someone else wrote, was the father gone when Athena and the stepmom got into an argument? I asked because I wonder if the dad was leaving right after the argument, and maybe Athena jumped into the truck to go with the dad. If they were driving a truck, she could have snuck into the bed and possibly fallen out on the side of the road. Has anyone checked the route? Just a question. I don't even know what they are driving to go hunting. Just wondering if maybe she tried to tag along. I don't think that she done that. I don't think that she would have jumped in the bed of her dad's truck and tagged along, especially, with it being so chilly and stuff out. So, Donald, there was a dog. So, where is the dog, Donald? Where's the dog? Do you know? Let me get back into the live chat, guys. Remember, live chat reminder. Okay, the police found blood in the house, not human blood. I mean, is it possible that somebody did something to the dog? Or the dog may have attacked the little girl and she tried to cover it up? I don't know. I guess anything is possible at this point. But where is the dog? Where is the damn dog? And could the blood just be from maybe the dog tearing a nail off or something? I know that's happened at my house before. I'm just wondering how much blood. Anyways, guys, we'll just have to keep following this. This is about all the information that we have right now. Is that Wednesday evening, she allegedly had an argument with her stepmother. And when her stepmother went to the bedroom, the little girl was gone. That's what she told police. Then she went out and was looking around for her. And she said she looked for her for about an hour and then called the police. But the neighbors are already calling bullcrap on this story. Because at 6 p.m. it would have already been dark. They said the little girl was scared of the dark and she didn't like the cold. And the only time she ever, went anywhere was to the grandmother's house, which is next door. This is out in the freaking country, too, in the boondocks. I seriously doubt that this was an abduction. Just like I don't think Summer Wells was abducted. She lived up in a freaking holler on top of the freaking hill on an old country road. Yeah, it's possible she could have wandered to the main road and someone abducted her, but it's highly, highly unlikely. Highly unlikely. But anyways, please keep Athena and her family in your thoughts and prayers. If you don't pray, send some positive vibes their way. I'm very suspicious of the stepmother right now. I know we don't have a lot of information, but I'm just not buying it. Something inside of me, I've got a gut feeling that something's really, really wrong with that story. Really, really wrong. And usually my gut feelings about true crime are usually correct. Not all the time, but most of the time they are correct. I always go with my gut feelings and my heart. Melanie, you agree? Yeah. Bless her little heart. I hope they find her. I really do. I hope and pray I'm wrong. But I just feel it inside of me, guys. So sad. So sad. Well, let's see what else is going on, guys, in true crime. Hold on. I saw something about the Michael Vaughn case. Is that how you say his name? Vaughn? I'm not for sure. If I can get back to Crime Online. Is it Vaughn? I think it's Vaughn. Michael Vaughn. Okay, cops believe missing boy was buried in backyard. They excavated and then moved. I don't know a lot about this case. We will take a look at the article. I didn't follow this case. I did know that he was missing, but I don't know any of the details. I believe the dog is dead. They believe a human killed the dog. The dog was probably, like someone said earlier, protecting the little girl. And the stepmom probably killed it. Wherever that dog's at is where that child's at. Mark my words. Wherever the dog's at, the child's at. I mean, I know with my dogs, my ladybug, she's half border collie and half beagle. And honey, if you get aggressive or raise your voice, she's ready to eat your ass up. She is. She's very, very protective. And she's the same way over my son. She is. Now, Skylar, if she witnessed something like that, my other beagle, she'd run and hide. She's a big titty baby. Oh, you know a lot about it, preschool granny? Okay. Am I pronouncing his name correctly? Is it Vaughn? Michael Vaughn? Let me get this shared. Okay, y'all look at his picture 1 sec. I'm going to go grab me just a little bit of coffee and I'll be back. I'm sorry. Be back. Y'all just type what you know in the chat. Okie dokie, my apologies. My coffee got cold on me and I had to go put a little in my cup to warm it up. Okay. Let's look at my chat. Yo, Vaughn? Okay. Look at him. Bless his heart. Super Mario shirt on. My son, he loved Super Mario too when he was little. Investigators also named 2 men they say had firsthand knowledge of the abduction and argued them to come forward quickly. Now, was it his mother? Didn't she put out a YouTube video a while back and ask people not to spread conspiracy theories and stuff about her son's case? Is this the same case? Press conference yesterday says they are looking at 4. Oh, okay. Well, let's read this real quick. I glanced up this morning. Investigators in Idaho said Thursday that the excavation of a backyard in Fruitland last month did not locate the remains of Michael Vaughn, who disappeared at age 5 more than a year ago. Police also said they're looking for 2 men they believe have firsthand knowledge of Michael's abduction but are currently out of the state. Fruitland Police Chief J.D. Huff, however, said that detectives believe the boy was once buried on the property but had been moved. Investigators executed a search warrant on the property on November 11th after they had gotten a credible tip that the boy had been buried in the backyard of a home on Red Wing Street. At the time, they arrested 35-year-old Sarah Wandra, I guess, charging her with failure to report a death. She has since been deemed mentally unfit to stand trial. How convenient. Multiple agencies swarmed the property over the next few days, and a cadaver dog combed the yard. Huff said the dogs registered human remains, but none were found. A dog's nose is hardly ever wrong, too. Although the remains of Michael Vaughn were not recovered, we strongly believe, based on evidence, that Michael was abducted and is deceased, and that his remains were buried and later moved from the property, Huff said. As of today, the whereabouts of his remains are unknown. Bless his little heart. Huff said that detectives believe Sarah Wandra and her husband, 30-year-old Stacy, know what happened to the 5-year-old and were involved in the abduction. What was their motive, sick weirdos? Stacy Wandra is currently in the Washington County Jail on unrelated charges. At Thursday's news conference, Huff said police were also looking for 2 men who had lived at the Wandra's home, which is about a half mile from where Michael lived. He said investigators believe neither of the men remain in Idaho, and he urged them to contact Fruitland police because the window of time for talking in cooperation is coming to a close. The two men had first-hand knowledge of Michael's abduction, Huff said, although they have not been named as suspects or charged with the crime. Huff identified the two men as Brandon Shirtliff, believed to be in North Dakota, Adrian Lucian or something like that, Lucian, believed to be in Toledo, Ohio, although he is said to go back and forth between California and Ohio. Hey, it don't matter if they was involved in his abduction or not. If they knowed about it at any time, his abduction and death, hey, they're just as guilty for not going to police. That's my opinion. Now, what would have been the motive? They say this what's her name? 35-year-old Sarah Wander is mentally unfit to stand trial. I mean, what did she do? She go abduct this child and just kill him for the pleasure of it? This is so weird. People are so weird. Bless this child's heart. Prayers for his family and his mother. If I'm not mistaken, his mom made a YouTube video about YouTubers making a mockery out of her son's case, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, press conference today says they're looking for two already in custody, one of the two for hiding information on a dead person. If she did run away, maybe her dog followed her, and I pray he's keeping her warm. Yeah, Vicky, me too. Two more that lived at in the house at that time. All cadaver dogs hit. Yeah, cadaver dogs, they can even, like, if somebody's been buried somewhere and then moved, and even though there's no evidence left behind, them cadaver dogs can still smell it. And if forensic scientists, they can tell if a body's been in the ground too. There's evidence left behind. Because when a body is buried, there's liquids and everything. I don't want to get into it and sound gross because we're talking about child. But y'all know what I mean. Just like they knew Kristen Smart was buried underneath Ruben Flores's porch at one time. They knew it. They knew she was buried underneath there and her body had been moved. They found evidence of it. Evidence. All them years later, they still was able to find evidence of it. I agree, Melanie. Vile humans. Vile humans. Hey, it ain't no excuse person's got mental illness or not. I mean, mental illness is sad, but that's not, you can't give people an excuse, Can't let them just get off the hook for murder and stuff because they got a mental illness. Hell, lots of us have mental illnesses and we don't do evil things, right? I know some people's is worse than others, but y'all know what I mean. Okay, prayers for Michael's family. Hopefully there's an update soon. See, Melanie knows what I'm saying, right? You can't, just give them like Andrea Yates, severely mentally ill. She should have never been having children because it made her mental illness worse when she was pregnant. I mean, she's schizophrenic and everything. She drowned her 5 kids, and even though, she wasn't in her right mind, she still can't get a free pass for murdering her 5 kids. Just can't do that. So let's see what else is going on. Let's see. I saw something. Florida man kills mother because she never pushed me to be a man. Lord have mercy. He looks like a complete freaking weirdo. Hold on, I'll screen share, guys. I'm just going through the true crime. Andrea Yates it is sad all around. I actually blame her husband. He knew that when she got pregnant and couldn't take her mental illness, her pills and stuff, that it made it worse. And then she'd get postpartum psychosis every freaking time. And he still wouldn't let her take birth control. And at one point, he knew she, was severely mentally ill, stressed out. And at one point, he had moved her into a camper trailer with those kids. And she was having to homeschool them. 5 children. I mean, some of them wasn't old enough to go to school. I think like she had a little baby girl and stuff. What was her name? I believe her name might have been Mary or something. Hey, Red Rum, where you been? Good morning, girl. Merry Christmas. Okay, so let's look at this weirdo right here. Murdered his mother because she didn't push him to be a man. Saying Rusty's a freaking weirdo. For real. Controlling, yeah. Now, he works for NASA or something, didn't he? Didn't he do something like that? Now, she'll be, Andrea Yates, she'll be in a mental institution for the rest of her life. The rest of her life. They didn't send her to prison, but she's in a mental institution, state hospital. That's true. For example, bipolar is basically an energy disorder, except in psychosis and personality and character of the person provides the nastiness. Hey, Lipcon, that makes sense. And welcome, hun. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah to you. No, y'all, I say Merry Christmas here. I'm sorry if that offends anybody. I'm old school. I don't see anything wrong with saying Merry Christmas. Like I'm bipolar, and I get what you're saying because I got a lot of energy. I've got that manic depression and ADHD too, and PTSD. But yeah, you get real energetic. But you know what? Even when I'm having mania, I never thought of harming anybody, had the urge to or anything. And you know, when I had my son, I've always dealt with depression. It was the happiest time in my life, though. I didn't get postpartum or anything. I was lucky, I guess. That's the happiest time in my life. And I'm very happy every time I'm around my son. Me and him have a good time together. Okay, let's see. Lib's the same. I'm just going to call you Lib, hun. Same here, yeah. Yeah, you can't give people just a pass to commit murder because they got mental health problems. You just can't do it. Like, I do understand that some people have mental illnesses so bad that they're out of their mind and don't know what they're doing. I get that. But you can't give them a pass to commit murder because of that. My grandfather was paranoid schizophrenic, and he took his own life up at our local lake. We call it the Pound Dam. He sure did, and he was not in his right mind. He would talk about seeing demons and stuff like that. But if he had harmed someone else, we couldn't have given him a pass for that. God rest his soul. So I know a lot about bad mental illnesses because of my grandfather and stuff. He didn't want to take his medicine, just like Andrea Yates. The only person that could get him to take his medicine was me. I'd even go to the doctor with him, guys. Yeah. But when he took his medicine, he was normal. But when he didn't take his medicine, he's not normal. Like one time he got in his head, his friend up the road who actually ran like a little garage made me sick. It was the summertime. I'd had the sore throat. I got the sore throat every summer. I always did. But he went up there and he thought that man had put a spell on me. And he shot his windows out of his car, reloaded the shotgun I don't know how many times, and come home. And he told my granny what he had done. Of course, his friend, whose name was Bo, didn't want to press charges because they knew that my papa was schizophrenic, but he was sent away to a mental institution, a mental hospital for about 6 weeks because of that. Thank God he didn't harm anybody. Thank God. So I do know about mental illness and how bad it can be. Okay. So I don't want anybody to think I'm insensitive to it. I'm just saying you can't, like if my papa had murdered someone, we couldn't have given him a pass and just like, oh, you can't get in trouble because, you know, you're schizophrenic. No, no, no. Okay, Florida man kills mother because she never pushed me to be a man. Or you couldn't push your own self to be a man? You little weirdo. 21-year-old Florida man's been charged with stabbing his mother to death, seriously injuring his sister, and oh gosh, is it Kissimmee, Florida? I can never say that. Osceola, I cannot say that county. Sheriff's office said Stuart Sicily, or to call him Stuart Sissy, said his mother deserved to die because she never pushed me to be a man. Police said he admitted to their gruesome murder, but said he accidentally stabbed his sister, who had severe cuts to her hands. Um, he said he also said he had no regrets. I would do it again, he told a detective. Deputies arrived on the scene, found the mother already dead. They found Cicely a short distance away. He has been charged with aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, premeditated murder, and is being held without bond, according to jail records. What is it? Around the month of December, you see a lot of these murders like this, people murdering their parents. Kiss-a-me. Kiss-a-me. Thank you, Lib. Thank you so much. Kiss-a-me. Thank you. Thank you. I get tongue-tied. I have problems saying stuff sometimes. So I really do appreciate when people help me. Oh, Lord. Where's my StreamYards? Okay. I'm back. I think. It had booted me. Can y'all hear me still? Let me see if my thing's... Okay, I can see it moving. Okay. Okay. This stupid StreamYard, y'all, it's problematic. I don't want to share stuff and play videos, and it's doing that to everyone. So prayers for that family. I can't believe someone would stab their mother to death because she didn't push them to be a man. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that I pushed my son to be a man, but he's going to be a good man when he grows up because I've, taught him to respect people, do the right things. Lord have mercy. It seems like to me he's just looking for an excuse to kill his mother. People start going off the rails November of each year. Crimezilla. Hey, hon. Welcome. Oh, I love that freaking name. Crimezilla. That is so cool. And I can't think of cool names like that. When I started my channel, I just went with my freaking initials. Because my name's Celeste Cecilia, so CC. My channel name was CC's Life, and I changed it to Coffee with CC. Okay, let's see what else is going on. Oh, Lord. Sex slave found naked and beaten in a dog cage. 5 suspects arrested. Lord have mercy. But before we get to that, I saw something about the Idaho murders. Okay, it says 6 students lived at Idaho College murder house. Cops say 1 wasn't home the night 4 students were killed. Okay, so let me just see what it's saying about this. I know a lot of people's covering this real good. I haven't watched anything, but okay. It says 6 people were listed on the lease at the off-campus house where 4 University of Idaho college students were brutally slain last month. But Moscow police say they believe one of the roommates was not at home the night the murders took place. So they were found stabbed to death on the morning of November 13th by 2 roommates who apparently slept through the massacre on the 2 floors above them. Oh, gosh, I don't know if I can say these names. Chapin Cornodle's boyfriend did not live at the house, but was spending the night. Detectives are aware of the 6th person listed on the lease at the residence, but do not believe that individual was present during the incident, police said in a Facebook statement. Police did not say if they believed the 6th roommate may have been involved in the murder or had been cleared. They have said the 2 roommates who were present were not involved. Investigators say they do not have a suspect in the murders, nor have they found a murder weapon. They have been inquiring about a fixed blade knife, however. What in the crap's a fixed blade knife, guys? We'll have to look that up. Hundreds of students gathered at the university's football stadium Wednesday night when family members made emotional comments. Just imagine what they're going through, guys. And then around the holidays, Lord, regardless if it's around the holidays, just imagine what they're going through. Their kids just butchered. Lord have mercy. The only cure to pain is love. It's the only thing that's going to heal us. It's the only thing that's going to heal you. Steve Goncalves, the father of Kaylee, said, according to CBS News. That will make a difference, and that's something they can see where they are right now. That you've changed your life a little bit, and that you're a little bit nicer and a little bit kinder. Exactly. It costs nothing to be kind. Stacy Chapin, Ethan's mother, told those that gathered that Ethan and his triplet brother and sister, oh my gosh, he's a triplet, chose the University of Idaho because they wanted the small town feel. Now, she said, the family is eternally grateful that we spent so much time with him. That's the most important message we have for you and your families. It's make sure that you spend as much time as possible with those people, because time is precious and it's something you can't get back, she said. Amen to that. She's so right. Madison Mogan's father, Ben, spoke about his pride for his daughter and her lifelong friendship with Kaylee Goncalves. Kernodle's family was unable to attend. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Late Wednesday, after a day of back and forth with the county district attorney, police released a statement again, saying they believe the attacks were targeted, but they weren't certain if someone specific was targeted or if the crime was one of opportunity by a predator who targeted the house. They reiterated that statement Thursday and said that they were the only official source of information, not the district attorney, and not YouTubers that have showed up outside of the house where the kids was murdered. Can y'all believe that? I still can't get over Bullhorn Betty rolling up on the crime scene. God almighty, guys. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, people can do what they want. I get that, but it's just weird to me. Go and search yourself into an investigation when you're not a freaking professional. You've not been to college for journalism or anything. Let the professionals handle this. Let them do their jobs. They don't need the assistance of amateur YouTube wannabe detectives. They don't. If you've got a credible tip, call it into a tip line and put out, if you want, put out information about this case, do it from the comfort of your home. Share the news articles like I do, the information that way. You don't got to be involved in the case. It's ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. Right, Bullhorn Betty, yeah. That's the stupidest name I've ever heard in my freaking life. Or, I don't usually talk about people on here, but when you do something dumb like that, it's just ridiculous. And I know they're, when they get outside these houses and do these protests, like they did in the Gabby Petito case and Quentin Simon case, they're putting pressure on the authorities. The authorities don't need pressure put on them. They're doing their job. They have to go by protocol and gather the evidence correctly, or their cases will fall apart. And a criminal, a murderer, child murderer could walk free, or just, a murderer could walk free. It's just ridiculous. I've never seen people so desperate for freaking money and attention in all my born days, honey. It's just ridiculous. Stay in your own freaking lane, freaking weirdos. Okay, sorry guys, I got off on a tangent. I usually don't do that, guys, but it irritates me. It does. I don't understand. I just don't understand. Looks like they would be at home worrying about their own families, covering it from home. Why would Bullhorn Betty bother going to that house? No relatives to scream at. Well, I don't know, but I do know that they had to move the cars from the crime scenes to make sure that nobody messed with them. No evidence, evidence wasn't contaminated or anything. I heard somebody saying this morning, I clicked on Wendy V's channel for a minute. Somebody was saying that she spit at somebody. Hey, you can get cuffed and stuff for spitting on somebody. Let me tell you, because you don't know what kind of diseases other people have and stuff. I wish she'd spit on me, try to see what happened to her. That really bothers me. It does that they go and do things like that. I believe it's for money. I don't believe they really care about the victims' donations. They can go on a road trip for free. Just like that one mother said, time is precious. Looks like they'd be wanting to spend that, time with their family. And there's nothing wrong with covering true crime. I'm not saying that. We do it here. We have coffee and we read the news articles, give our opinions on it. But there's a right way and a wrong way to do things. We're not asking for donations and stuff here. We're just covering what's public. And we're not inserting ourselves. Now we're going to read about this sex slave. Yeah, it's assault. Money and drama, bullhorn Betty. She needs that bullhorn stuck right up her ass. Excuse me. Somebody needs to crack her over the freaking head with it. Okay. It's just a matter of time before the laws change and something's done about these YouTubers. They've got to do something. This is getting out of control. I mean, I get wanting cases solved, but you've got to give the authorities time to do their job. I mean, they are trained for this stuff, right? You got to give them time to do their job. What else was I going to say? I lost my train of thought because I'm getting so damn mad. Crap, I forgot. Maybe it'll come to me in a minute. I was going somewhere with that. They just do it for money and stuff. They don't really care about the victims and the families, in my opinion. Let's look at these weirdos. I really do care about victims and their families. It really bothers me, especially when I read about children and they're going through abuse and stuff. It really bothers me. You crack me up, Cece. Hey, she needs it shoved right up her butt. My daughter stormed off mad when she was 6 years old. I called 911 within 5 minutes. They found her within hours, the worst hour of my life. Jillian, welcome, Bathgate. Hey, welcome to the chat. And you did the right thing. That's what a normal person would do. That's what a normal person would do. Hey, Mommy Mars. Hey, girl. I was showing some things you sent me for Christmas the other day at the end of my live stream. Thank you so much. Oh, I forgot to show everybody that vegan nail polish, that Eco Glaze. I love that stuff. It's so pretty. Vicky, LOL, yeah. Jillian says, she's now 30 and I still remember that day vividly. And one time I went and hid in the bushes because I was scared of men when I was little, and my aunt's husband was there, even though he'd never done anything to me. I was scared of him, and I went and hid in the bushes, and they couldn't find me. And they called the police and everything within just like a few minutes of not being able to find me. After the police got there, I popped up out of the bushes. I wasn't but about 6 years old. I wasn't like really like trying to run away. I was just like hiding until he left because I was scared to death of men when I was little for good reason. I was still very intimidated by men. Okay, let's look at these weirdos. Oh, wow. Look at this bunch of winners right here. This circle of winners. Wow. Jesus Lord, look at that hair. She just brushed her hair. Okay, Georgia police arrested 5 people on Tuesday after an injured woman was discovered in a dog cage. You sick mother cluckers. According to WJBF, Richmond County Police found the 20-year-old victim while responding to reports of a kidnapping and false imprisonment. A man contacted the police after reportedly seeing the woman naked in the dog cage at Shauna Sue Powell's home. The woman was severely beaten after she asked the man for help. The man confronted Powell, 32, about the victim, who Powell claimed stole a bunch of stuff from me, so she's going to be my sex slave, and I'm going to pimp her out until she pays it off, WJBF reported. You sick F. Someone else in the home allegedly stated that the other people were on their way over, presumably to rape the woman. The man claimed at least 2 people in the residence were armed, including suspect Dawson Weston, 19. The man also said that someone pulled a gun on him upon entering the house because they didn't know who he was, WJBF reported. According to the news outlet, the man who called the police later identified the person who stripped the victim naked as Angelica, I guess that's how you say it, Angelica Figueroa or something, 29. Police detained her, Weston, and a third person believed to be Savannah Pizzazzi or something, 18, at a gas station while they searched Powell's home. Why's people got to have such complicated names for me to pronounce? A fifth suspect, DeMichael Dawson, 24, was taken into custody at Powell's home before police found the victim lying in a bedroom. WJBF reported that the victim had swollen, bruised eye and other injuries to her face. Bless her heart. Police noted that human and animal feces were located throughout the home. Wow. Powell eventually exited a room and told investigators she was asleep and asked what was going on. She was detained, and the rest of the home was cleared without incident. The 5 suspects are charged with kidnapping, false imprisonment, aggravated assault, possession of a firearm or knife during the commission of a crime. Dawson was also charged with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Well, he's gone for 10 years, and every bullet that they find there, that's 10 years of freaking bullet. Well, that's the way it works here in Virginia. WRDW reported that 3 of the suspects have prior cases in Richmond County. Yeah, they're a nuisance to freaking society. These are sick mother cluckers. I mean, they really are. They need to be sent to prison for the rest of their lives for doing this woman that way. I don't give a damn what she stole from them. They should have called the damn police if they was that upset about it. They look like a bunch of skanky druggies. You know they are. Living in a house that's got human and animal feces throughout it. I mean, what are they, living in the freaking Middle Ages? Sick, totally sick. They look like Scooby-Doo kids over there in those mug shots. Lord have mercy. Melanie says, ha ha ha, the hair. Yeah, look at that freaking hair. Lord have mercy. It looks like a freaking rat's nest. There's probably a rat or something living in there. Probably eat up with the lice. Look at that one right there. She looks meaner than hell, guys. Look at them eyes. She looks meaner than hell. Look at this one down here. This one right here is a follower. I guarantee she's scared to death of old Big Mama over here. Sick. Wanna be thugs? Well, let's see how you sex predators like it in prison. I hope you get your karma. I hope they get their karma in prison. I mean, they should get exactly what they done to that girl, is all I'm going to say. I hope Big Bubba or somebody finds them guys in prison. Same with the girls. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else going on. I think that's all the true crime I'm going to talk about this morning. I am going to look and see if there's anything else on Athena Strand's case before we get off here. There's just something not right about that stepmother. And I just smell a rat. I smell a rat, and it's a strong smell. Okay, here's 20 minutes ago. Wise County asked volunteers to stay clear amid search for Athena. Let me read this again in case there's any tragedy pimps around, so we get the message out to you weirdos. The police do not want volunteers showing up searching for little 7-year-old Athena Strand. They say they got this under control. It just causes them more work, and they need to focus on finding this child. It says, as crews continue to search for missing 7-year-old Athena Strand, Wise County Office of Emergency Management is asking People hoping to volunteer in the search to stay clear of the area. At this time, we will not be utilizing volunteers to assist with the search, the department said Friday morning. Arriving on the scene at a large-scale incident without being requested to a offer to bring unrequested supplies takes time and resources away from the task at hand. Do you tragedy pimps hear that? They don't need your assistance in Wise County, Texas. Remember that. On Thursday, the department said several first responders from across the state assisted in searching for Athena, who was last seen Wednesday at her home in Paradise, Texas. More than 300 volunteers assisted in the search, it said. The outpouring of support from this community has been overwhelming. Food, flashlights, water donations have poured in, Wise County OEM said it in a post on Facebook. The department advised people the best way to assist in finding Athena was to share and respect the information posted by official sources only. Any request for supplies or volunteers would be announced on Wise County's social media page. Athena was last seen Wednesday evening near County Road 3573 in Paradise, Texas. Let's see. Hold on. The Wise County Sheriff's Office said Athena's stepmother had called authorities after she said she had gone to Athena's room and felt she was gone. An Amber Alert was issued Thursday afternoon, describing Athena as endangered. The Amber Alert said Athena was seen wearing a gray-black long-sleeve shirt, blue jeans with flowers on the front pockets, and brown boots. In an update Thursday evening, the Wise County Sheriff's Office said both the stepmother and father are cooperating with authorities in the case. If anyone sees Athena Strand, they are asked to contact the Wise County Sheriff's Office immediately at 940-627-5971. Or you could call 911 if you had to. Now, don't say that here, but I'm just saying. If you just so happen you was see her and you can't find the phone number, just call 911. Don't hesitate. They'll direct you to the right place. Cement shoes, Big Bertha. Yeah, we hope Big Bertha gets them other weirdos, don't we, cement shoes? Anyways, prayers for Athena. We're going to keep following this, guys. Let's hope and pray they find this little girl, but it don't look good. It just doesn't look good. Anyways, Mommy Marsh, so many creeps out there. So I'm telling you, there's weirdos every freaking where. Actually, we got a 16-year-old girl missing from our area, but they think that she has run off with the boy. I don't know her name or anything. My mom was telling me about it, but I'm going to find out her name and stuff, and I'll share it with you guys. The police have said members of the family are coming into the police department over this. They believe the child is dead. Really, Donald? Wow. If you hear any updates, Donald, let me know. Let me know. I sent you a message on Facebook, Donald. I don't know if you seen it or not. But I sent you a message. It says, hey, this is CC. I sent you a friend request. And we did, Hibiscus approved you for our group on Facebook. I haven't been posting a lot in there, but I'm going to start. Also, this spring, I'm going to start live streaming on TikTok as well. I have to be on camera for that, so if I do it in the mornings, I'm going to have to get up and get my butt ready. Anyways, guys, that's enough true crime for this morning. What are you guys going to do for the weekend? Do y'all have any plans? We may actually have a game night one night this weekend. If I don't go flat-footing at the little country cabin thing, my mom's wanting me to go Saturday night with her to this little place called the Country Cabin. There's no drinking, smoking, anything like that there, but they play bluegrass music and they clog and flatfoot. And also, I'm going to be taking line dancing class on Monday nights with my mom down there. which I know how to do a few line dances. I can do the electric slide. What else can I do? Electric slide. There's a couple more, but I can't think of the names. Preschool Granny, put my tree up, maybe go shopping. Vicky Carpenter, do you dance? I can dance. I can dance pretty good. If my old knee's not hurting. I can't take it to the floor no more like I used to because of my knee. How cute. That sounds like a fun, CC. You're so blessed to have your mom to do that with. Yeah, Miss me and my mom's, we've not always got along too good, but I just try to overlook her. She's wanting somebody to take line dancing with. Her friend wouldn't do it. And I said, I'll do it with you. Come pick me up. We'll go. We'll take Timothy with us, or he can stay home with the animals or whatever. But I think that would be fun. Mark's like, why would you want to do that? You don't go out dancing nowhere. I said, well, I might. I might start going out dancing. Who knows? Oh, guys, I found something out by watching Jackson Galaxy. Speaking of Christmas trees, since preschool Granny said she was going to put up hers. If you've got cats, you can actually take a lemon and cut it up, put it in a bag, poke holes in like the little sandwich bag and tie it to your tree, and that will keep your cat away from the tree because cats don't like citrus smell. I may actually try this. I may go ahead and try to put up the tree again. I don't know I don't know if it'll work or not, but I'm going to try it. Maybe I'll get a lemon or something and put it somewhere where Cleo likes to go and see if that deters her from going there. Now, somebody told me just spray her with a water bottle, which is a little bit mean, but I did try to mist her a little bit when she was on the tree, and she looked at me like I was crazy and continued to climb the tree, and automatically felt bad about it, which it was just a little mist, just plain water. I call it holy water, but it didn't help a damn bit. And by the way, Vic, you asked if I dance. I can flatfoot. If y'all know what flatfooting is, it's a country thing. See, our mountains was settled by the Irish people, Irish settlers. And they introduced the mountains into moonshine and playing instruments and flatfooting, as they call it. Good luck with Cleo and the Christmas tree. Yeah. Oh, Mommy Morris, I was going to tell you something. Skylar turned her nose up at those sweet potato fries. She did, but Ladybug loves them. I told Mark I was going to tell you because it's so funny. He's like, that might hurt her feelings. I said, no. She knows Skylar's a food addict and how she is. She'll think it's funny. But Ladybug loves them. I thought about I should give Annabelle one. She might like them too. Skylar don't like anything that's healthy. That's what it is. She just wants to eat a bunch of junk, but she's actually lost weight since I put her on that Purina Pro plan for sensitive skin. She's actually lost weight. See, I cut out all the canned food. I know you think it's funny, Mommy Mars. Hey, I was going to tell you something about that nail polish that you sent me. That stuff's awesome. It is. And I need to get me some red or green of that. Same kind, that Eco Glaze. Same kind for Christmas. But I love that purple. That purple, I painted my nails the day that I opened up the package and got it out. And they lasted like a week. Of course, the top coat is necessary to make them shiny. But they dry super quick. You do have to use like a couple coats. But you do with any nail polish, I think. It is so good. I loved it. And I love that mascara in the eyelash curler. That Tarte mascara is awesome. Really, it's really, really good. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to be sending you a Christmas card too, by the way. So I hope I did keep your address. I usually don't keep addresses, but I did keep yours because the boxes, I didn't really keep it, like keep it, but Cleo took the box, so it's still in there on the box, so I'm just going to use it. So I don't have to ask you for your address and send you a Christmas card. You might have another goodie or something in there too. Well, I appreciated it so much. I really did. I love everything, especially that little change purse, the little kitty change purse. And when you open it up, it rolls its eyes. I clipped that onto my purse, just like you said that you did. And those little magnets, the little bird cage magnets, I love those. And that antique postcard, love that. Donald, I got you on Facebook as a friend on YouTube. Okay, Donald. Okay, awesome. Well, message me anytime you need anything or need to, chat or anything, Donald. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get off here, get the house straightened up, get myself straightened up, and I'm going to go out and finish Christmas shopping. I don't got much more to do. So far, I've got some clothes for him. I got 3 new hoodies already. Wolverine brand, good brand. That's what he likes. He's a country boy. I got him a disco light from Amazon that changes colors. Uh, it's got like a little remote. It's not like the old school disco lights. And then I got him a toboggan, the little design on there that he liked, which was pretty cute. And I'm going to go out and get some pajamas. I'm going to go try to find him and me a pair of Grinch pajamas. If I can't find those, I'm going to get some checkered ones because my mom's got checkered ones. And we're going to put our pajamas on and go out to the town square to the Christmas tree at night. And I'm going to take my ring light thing and put my phone on a timer and take all of our pictures, me and my mom and Timothy. Yeah, it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. Oh, Mommy Mars, you should have seen Cleo. As I was trying to open the box, she was taking her paw and trying to open the package you sent me. And she was in that box, of which I sent you a picture, and digging through it. She knew she had something in that box. And they loved those little balls. Those little leopard and zebra print balls that you sent them, they love them. So I've ordered Cleo and Zoe some collars. I'm gonna wrap them up and let them open them up. But anyways, oh yeah, I forgot when I was talking about Christmas. Timothy already got his new boots for my mom yesterday. She bought him a pair of boots, y'all. It cost $156. Lord have mercy, that's expensive. She's like, well, he needed them. I didn't want him to wait till Christmas. It's not like he don't have other shoes. He's got 2 brand new pairs of Converse. He's got some other kind of shoes. Oh, she is cute, Mommy Mars. I just love my little Cleo and my little Zoe. I got a real special bond with Cleo where I syringe fed her and stuff. And she really helped me a lot getting over Smokey's death, which I'm missing him quite a bit. Him and I did a lot of things together, spent a lot of time together. It's hard to believe he's gone. Hard to believe him and Chloe both are gone. So sad. It's not fair. Pets can't live as long as we do. But anyways, y'all have a good rest of your day. I'm going to get off here. I may see y'all sometime this weekend. If I decide not to go dance on Saturday night, I'm going to try to do a game night for all of us. Okay. It is hard, Mommy Mars. I know you've been through it too. I know you still mourn little Memphis. God love her little heart. You're a good person, Mommy Mars. You really are. Anybody that loves animals the way you do, it's a good person in my book. Anyways, y'all have a great day. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Be safe, be kind, and peace.